Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Shades and in a brand new video. We're going to talk about Xavier Mnuyamba. We're going to talk about Lewis Dunk and Thiago Silva. So watch till the end. Here we go. Talk about defenders. So yes, guys, it's been raining here for 2 days, and finally a little reprieve. No more rain at this moment, so we're going to make it quick. Hope no rain happens. So we talk about Xavier Mnuyamba, the 18-year-old Dutch fellow who has joined Chelsea from Barca. He has been touted as the next Van Dijk. About 6'5". He looks a very good technical player. We have to see how it goes. For years, Chelsea has been investing on players of such quality. If you remember, KDB. If you remember, Romelu Lukaku, Evan Christensen, who came in at Chelsea around with the same age group, 17, 18. We got those players, and then we try to develop them. It'll be interesting to see how quickly Mnuyamba develops, because we really need him. We have defenses, suspect. So we need a player who can graduate quickly. We had a lot of players as loanees, so we'll also have to make sure that these guys doesn't go loaned out. Players like Izzy Brown, Lucas Piazza, they have been loaned out every year. We don't even remember the last time Lucas Piazza haven't played for Chelsea. I don't think ever. But so it really has to be interesting to see Xavier Mnuyamba develops into a Chelsea player, like a John Terry type. He's really, it reminds me of Romelu Lukaku, but in the defense point of view, Romelu being a striker, that this guy is 6'5", a lot like Romelu Lukaku. And when Romelu Lukaku came to Chelsea, as a young age, I used to look at him as the future Didier Drogba. Obviously, it didn't work out at Chelsea for him. It just worked out for him, but not for Chelsea. But at this moment, I hope Mnuyamba becomes the next Chelsea, top gun defender, because we really need good defenders, and he's young and he would make a difference. For now, I think he will be with the development squad, and maybe if he develops in the latest, maybe we can see him in the League Cup matches for Chelsea. And if he does really well, maybe an FA Cup match or a Premier League match. We'll need to see how it goes. Also depends on who will be our defenders in the coming season. Will Tomori stay, or will he move out, loan or sell? Sad news if that happens, but hope he stays. So Mnuyamba, interesting. If in case he doesn't make it to the first team by the end of the coming season, maybe he will be loaned out, as it has been the case in Chelsea, where over 60 players are loaned out almost every season. It's not a great news. Obviously, it's good to have so many players available, but at the same time, they need to play for the parent club, which is Chelsea Football Club. So I hope Xavier Mnuyamba actually doesn't become part of the loan army where he's loaned out every year, rather than, in coming years, we see him play a significant part for Chelsea, playing for Chelsea, that is. Now, coming to Mnuyamba, it also means that there's less thing happening with Lewis Dunk. We talked about Lewis Dunk. We wanted to talk about Lewis Dunk. Just a few days ago, it was like 30 to 40 million for Lewis Dunk. Since then, there have been talks that he might have gone for a contract extension with Brighton, and now Brighton wants 50 mil. That is such a joke. Some of these clubs are really asking for a huge amount of money, seeing that Chelsea has or really needs a defender. If you look at someone like West Ham asking 80 mil for Declan Rice, and Leicester asking 80 mil for Ben Chilwell, Chilwell. I love saying that, Chilwell. But anyways, 50 mil for Lewis Dunk. I don't think Chelsea is going to give that amount of money. 30 mil would have been make sense. 40 mil at the end of the day. It'll be interesting to see how it goes over there, because I'm pretty sure 50 mil. But I think Lewis Dunk is a good player. He's played regularly for Brighton. If he comes to Chelsea, it will be good for Chelsea. It will be good for Lewis Dunk himself as well. So I'm not really sure why. Maybe Chelsea was dilly-dallying with him, and maybe that could be the reason why Dunk signed a contract extension with Brighton, because don't see a reason for him to play with Brighton and make it to the English team. Next season we have the European Cup. Had he moved to Chelsea, there's a better chance for him to get selected for England. Makes sense. Chelsea is playing in the top four, or trying to get into the top four. We are already the top four side, where you are playing in the Champions League. It gives you an added advantage to get into the the English squad. So not entirely sure what happened over there. Maybe, as I said, Chelsea was dilly-dallying taking a little too much time as we normally do. I know we have just too many players we think about. We end up getting Thiago Silva, which is the person I'm going to talk next. Yes, Thiago Silva, still part of the PSG team, will play in the final against Bayern in the Champions League at the age of 35, 36. The dude is still doing it at the top level. So obviously there's so much of news regarding him. There's so much of talk that Chelsea wants Thiago Silva. Makes sense for me that when he's playing in the top, but Thiago Silva, as much as I have come to know, will want to finish the Champions League. Makes sense just today, and then want to take some time off, at least a week, to think about all the clubs who are actually wanting him to join. There are a bunch of clubs other than Chelsea who are interested at Thiago Silva. So he will decide. It obviously ends. The decision comes at the end of it is money. Obviously, Premier League clubs have more money than the rest of the Western European clubs. So expected Chelsea will come up with good amount of money. It will be interesting to see how much he wants, because he's coming for free. So obviously he will want more. Makes sense, and I'm pretty sure Chelsea knows about that. So Silva might just happen for the time being, a 2-year thing, so that we get a better defender in the coming days, where Silva becomes the main defender. Interesting, but I have always felt that, unless you have proper defensive coaching, which I think there's a lack of it at Chelsea, we need to invest on a good defensive manager or coach, in a team which will help Frank. And because this same bunch of players, except David Luiz, who is right now in Arsenal, have got us really good marks in defense. If you look at last season with Sarri, we were the third best defensive team in the league with Rudiger and David Luiz. So, certainly that we are one of the worst defensive teams has to do more with the managerial prospect, with the fact that Frank does not have maybe the right people at the defensive coaches to actually help him to improve it. Even under Conte, we had the same moral players, Rudiger, David Luiz, but still we were champions, right? So there has to be something which is missing. I guess it has most to do with the defensive ability of the current defensive coach that we have. We need to improve on that more than changing players. I think the players are good. I don't see, unless they are actually improved. Even they are doing well. I mean, Rudiger was there, David Luiz was there. With Sarri won the Europa Cup, we even finished third under Sarri. What has really changed here? We all know what has really changed, right? So you just do the math, actually. So I feel that Frank needs to look at that more than just bringing on defenders, thinking that they might do a job. Obviously, Thiago Silva, sort of a leader at the 35, 36 with the kind of experience he has. But you wait and watch how it works, because at the end it will all come down to money, and he will want a lot of money. At that age, players do want a lot more money, and see, at the end of the day, we have to see if Chelsea is willing to, give him that sort of money. So Regulian, a little bit on Regulian, I remembered. There are a host of clubs in Italy who are looking for him, so I'm not entirely sure that he is actually going to come to Chelsea. I mean, Chile B is going to be done and dusted after the Havertz deal. So Havertz deal, as in when it comes up, maybe hopefully by the 26th, and Chile B by the end of August, maybe first week of September, it should be done. So I guess we're going on the right track. 3 weeks to go to the Premier League season. We are making sure that other than Werner and ZH, we got Havertz, we get a good defender, we get Ben Chilwell, and who knows, maybe a goalkeeper, but the keeper might still be there. So good news, Xavier Mnuyamba coming to Chelsea is a very good news. Hopefully Thiago Silva comes to Chelsea maybe in the next 2-3 weeks. We'll wait and watch. So you guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think about these players. Thiago Silva, Luis Dunk made the right decision or not with Brighton, or Mbuyamba, how you excited about Mbuyamba. Keep it coming in the comment section as always, guys. Love hearing from you guys. So until next time, I leave it at that. See you guys. Bye-bye.